Hey guys, I'm RozaldVane, and welcome back to another episode of 999 Zero Escape 999. Zero Escape 9. Oh god, this has been 4 weeks. It's 9 hours, 9 people, 9 doors. I think it was. Yeah, it's been 4 weeks, as I was gonna say. Since I last recorded the videos for the series so far. If you're wondering what the heck happened, make sure to check out the Roz vlog number 58. I think it was the number wise 58, or like whatever latest as of this point. Yeah. So what happened was basically the gist of it is that I lost my first computer. My first desktop died on me. I didn't actually get to finish recording or get to edit the recordings that I made for this series as well as some other series, including the newer stuff that was gonna come out and stuff like that. So I had to re-record some of them because I couldn't recover my main hard drive or my secondary hard drive. My secondary hard drive is the one with the 2 terabytes and everything. So yeah, I couldn't recover it. I bought a wire to recover only my SSD apparently, and I didn't get enough power to recover my hard drive stuff. So I have to give up the hard drive for a little bit. I'll probably try to recover some other stuff from the particular thing, but I'm ultimately having a new setup of everything. I'm going to be using a new editor, so I'm sorry if you see anything in terms of editing that's kind of poor or like different from the first one. Even the outro is going to be different now, because unfortunately I don't have the same songs and I don't remember my music usually. I don't remember how I would set up my music for the editing stuff, because I usually copy and paste a lot of the outros similarly to each video sometimes, so I often get caught up with that in a way that's similar to that style of editing, where I just keep doing the same thing over and over again. But essentially, there's going to be a little bit of a different outro, probably closely to the things that are like newer, I think, depending on the situation. I don't think this series has it. Is it? Actually, no, it might be the same outro. It might be other series, other games that might have a different outro that might have changed to a different outro entirely. So that's all on me for just losing the data and not being able to back that up for sure. And yeah, same goes for the outro picture. I might have the same one, or I might have a different one entirely, depending on the situation that I have, because so far I, again, don't have the same stuff going on, so I hope for the best, you know? I hope for the best. Anyways, last episode we basically did we split up to find the path forward. I think we went through the numbered doors, and we ended up waiting for the other group, 7, Clover, and Ace, to go through that one numbered, like the last numbered door, to see if they can find Snake in that space. And then while they were doing that, we basically go off to explore other stuff, because we have key card and key to other locations. That's pretty much where we left off in the series so far. Alright, let's keep going.
よし。それじゃあ、あとはまた逆三角形のボタンを押せば。やっぱり中には水滴一つ見当たらない。な。
どういうことでしょう。D デッキは水没してるのに、その下の E デッキは無事ってことですから
しいな。おそらく E デッキの一部とエレベーターのシャフトは密閉構造になってるんだろう。こんな感じで。
Again, this is the weirdest thing for me.
なるほど。だからこの船は浮いていられるんですね。
It's the weirdest thing to me, because I'm like, why do you have a piece of paper? Where did you get this goddamn notebook paper out of nowhere and just write stuff on it? It kind of bothers me, because Junpei doesn't seem like he has like a backpack with a notebook in it and a marker or a pen, which kind of makes me feel weird that they just randomly give Junpei some weird ass way to describe what's going on in his thought. But yeah, I also forgot to mention, I already know what's gonna happen. Like, I just forgot what the choices I chose, like what I chose to say in the original version of the recording. So I'm doing a re-recording in a sense to catch myself back up to where I left off. So I mean, losing 2 episodes is not too bad, considering that the save is more generous here. The only series I'm more worried about in terms of save stuff is Mirror's Edge, but that's gonna explain itself over there when I get to that game. But for here, I'm just worried. I'm more like I can just come back here without having to worry about how the save slot works, I guess.
ちょうどフラスコを水に沈めたような形になってるから。
ああ、多分そういうことだろう。というわけだから、俺はちょっと下の様子を見てくるよ。
Yeah, we need to check.
お前はここで待機を。
We need to check downstairs anyways, but no water's coming in, so it's definitely not. It's like dry as heck, if that's the case.
でも
いいから。言った通りにするんだ。
I think when I
分か
first
ったな。
when I first got to this point, I said like Junpei shouldn't be this stupid to split up with somebody. Like what happens if they do die, you know, like accidentally or whatever it is.
私も行きます。
え？あ、おい、ちょっと待て。しまっちまった。
つい乗っちゃいました。
お前な。異常はないみたいだな。
It looks more like a freaking dungeon down here, though. I like how Jun just assumes that we're gonna be underwater immediately.
大丈夫だよ。やっぱりこの辺りは水没を免れてるんだ。だって見りゃわかんだろうがそのぐらい。
I just love how it just slides up.
本当だ。全く浸水してませんね。
She just like gets up so quickly.
だろ？
でもこの上には何トンもの水の塊が。
Yeah, but that's in like what, deck C? Or D deck?
ああ、乗っかってることになるな。
もしも天井が抜け落ちてきちゃったらどうします？
Oh, come on. The building's built on metal. It's not like it's built on wood or like paper or something.
多分死ぬ。
Yeah.
そんなあっさり言わないでくださいよ。
I mean, you're the one being ridiculous about it.
とにかくこの辺りを調べたらすぐに引き返そう。ヤシロとサンタはもう戻ってるかもしれないし。
わかりました。了解です。
さてと、鉄格子か。ここは抜けられそうもないな。
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention this before we continue. I apologize if the wind is blowing. That's actually the new computer blowing the new air out. I think it's a different build from what I originally have for my computer. I have a terrible way of setting up my computer in space in terms of like where it's at. So you might hear the wind blowing out from the top of the computer. The computer has sort of like airflow at the very top, so wind will blow up from the top of it. So that's why the wind is generating more noise off the computer than I normally would have had it, because my first computer had only airflow going out from the back and the front, but mostly the back. But this computer, the new computer I'm getting, is like a flow in from the front and then out in the back and the top of the casing. So it's very like, at least it keeps the computer cool, but at the same time it's a lot noisier than normal. So I do apologize if you hear a blast of wind. It's like having a fan literally being like whatever. I swear I don't want to try to manipulate the fan speeds, because the fan speeds are pretty decent actually at this point because the temps aren't that high. But in the case of it, when it gets hotter, it gets freaking more louder probably. So yeah. At the same time, I mean, I'll have to live with it, I guess. I wish to kind of reduce the noise one day, but that will take me sort of having a different ergonomics or like some sort of like different placement of my computer in time in the future. But that's gonna be a thing in the future, hopefully, where I move the computer a little bit away from the mic or from under the table to somewhere closer. It's just I don't have a lot of room in this space to move the computer properly to make sure that things aren't going to get in the way of stuff. Anyways, let's continue.
ですね。
逆側はどうだ？
こっちは長い直線通路になってるみたいです。
Yeah, it's a long hallway for sure.
突き当たりのドアに何か書いてあるな。
確かめに行きましょう。
Number 6.
やっぱりだ。
ナンバリングドアですね。でも2人だけではどうすることもできませんね。
Of course, we need 3 or more.
戻ろう。みんなに知らせるんだ。
はい。
壁にかかってるこれ。E デッキの船内マップか。
Why do we have a Deck E map
念
right
のため
there?
持っていくか。そうか。そっちは1か。これで俺たちは新たに6の扉と1の扉を発見したってことになるのか。
それにしてもEデッキが水没してなかったとは驚きね。
いや、Eデッキの全部が無事かどうかはわからないよ。俺たちが見たのはエレベーターの周辺だけだし。
だとしても同じよ。驚愕の事実であることに変わりはないわ。
しかも通路の先には6の扉があったんだろ。
Yep.
ええ。
ってことはゼロはこうなることを全部計算に入れた上でこの船を大改造したってことになる。
I mean, I don't know. I don't feel like Zero would plan it out that elaborately, but I think it's enough to kind of get its points across to kind of make it a bit more harder to let us kind of get to the spaces we need to get to. But
とても正気の沙汰とは思えないわね。
yeah.
そうですね。一体どれだけの時間とお金をかけたんでしょう。
Maybe billions of dollars.
おそらく天文学的な数字だろうな。
だとするとやっぱり一宮が言っていたように
What did I say?
どこかの莫大な資金を持った組織による犯行と見るのが自然かな。
Oh. I don't know if it's an organization. If it's an org, I would have felt like, you know, this organization is way too powerful and why would we be involved here kind of situation.
そうかもしれないわね。
Everyone just stays silent for a second.
え？
そろそろ帰らないとまずいんじゃないでしょうか。
Why? Because we have to keep moving?
ああ、そうだな。
Oh, okay, yeah, we need to keep
一
moving.
宮たちが戻ってきてるかもしれないし。
1の扉なら私と紫と順平くんで開けるけどね。
But why are you trying to go ahead of them?
あ？俺を置き去りにするつもりか？
Yeah, it makes no sense.
冗談よ。さあ行きましょう。
Oh my god, the door animation bringing me back to Resident Evil.
てめえら一体どこに行ってたんだ。
Well, we were investigating anything else that's not here, I guess.
セブン？
Oh, Ace's face. Clover as well.
なんだ？何かあったのか？
あったところの騒ぎじゃねえんだよバカ野郎。ニルスがな。ニルスが死んでたんだよ。あの9番の男のようなむごい姿で。
Again, I still think it's suspiciously Ace because he's the only guy I feel would do this. Again, I don't know if I explained the logic because I know I explained the logic somewhere in time. I don't remember if it was in the original recording of this episode when I did it or if it was in the last few episodes. I forget. But essentially, I don't think Ace is like. I think he's lying to us, like he pretends like he's guilty of it, but he's just, or he's pretending that he's feels sorry, but he's guilty, obviously, I think. But anyways, what a not surprise.
そんな嘘でしょ。
とにかく私たちも確かめに行きましょう。
Yeah, we should go inside and take a look at ourselves.
ああ、そうだな。
あ、違う、そっちじゃねえ。
何？3の扉じゃないのか？
ドアの間にドライバーをかませておいた。
Okay.
ロックはかかってねえから、そっちの数字の書かれてない方のドアから入れ。
その先は？
現場は通路の左手にあるシャワー室の中だ。
Uh-huh.
そこのドアにも同じようにほうきの絵が挟み込んである。
Wow, these guys could find convenient items to literally block the door from closing. It's just interesting.
つまりナンバリングドアを通らなくても出口の方からそのシャワー室とやらに入れるってことだな。
ああ、そうだ。
そういうことなら決まりだな。行こう。このドアか。さっき通った時には開かなかったやつだな。よし、それじゃ進むぞ。
ひどい匂いね。
Yeah, it's been probably like 2-3 hours since we last heard from Snake himself, I guess. And that's probably when this happened, probably 2-3 hours ago or something like that. So
ああ、本当にひどいな。吐きそうだぜ。
どこだ。どこでにいるぞ。
there it is.
紫、お前はここで待ってろ。
I accidentally clicked forward without him getting to finish his letters, or getting to say something.
いいから黙って言うことを聞くんだ。いいな。行ってくる。
Everyone's just like grimacing or just like shuddering to the fact of seeing the body. Well, at least we don't.
一宮が言ってた通りだな。
Yeah, at least we don't get to see the body. Like, that's the good thing. That is, like, it's not trying to gross us out, at least, but just give us hints of what we're seeing.
あの9番の男と同じだ。
The head exploded again, I guess.
バングルの起爆送信機が作動して、体内の小型爆弾が炸裂したんだろう。
Oh, he exploded in the guts. I thought it was the
ひ
head.
どい。全身めちゃくちゃだ。
Don't just,
左腕なんて骨が飛び出て。
don't describe it. Damn it.
開放骨折を起こしてるな。
それよりひどいのは顔ね。
ああ、ひどいありさまだ。もう
だけど
Oh, oops.
この服は
間違いないわ。ニルスね。
I mean, I don't feel like Snake would try to work against us in a weird way, but it's just what I think. Alright. But they did leave a clue. It said LLR, right? So I think that keeping that in mind, that he left us a clue on who killed them or what happened, he might have given us some kind of information into leading us to the right places, I think. So what did LLR stand for? Because he did wrote some clues to
おそらくニルスは殺されたんだろう。
to what happened there.
あの9番の男が死んだ時と同じような状況に追い込まれてな。やった方法は実に単純明快だ。簡単に説明することができる。まず犯人たちはニルスと共にレッドで認証を行い3の扉を開いた。
Yeah. Yeah, because my logic was basically Ace did it alone, because I think he probably grabbed number 9, the number 9 bracelet, even though it was deactivated, it probably was still active, like readable kind of thing, I guess. So it'd be like 9 plus 1 plus 3, which will become 3 basically as the digital root. I mean, it's hard to see two folks doing it and then teaming up to attack Snake. It would kind of make no sense a little bit. But who would have done it though? Like how would you get to digital root 3? You need 21, right? You need 21 or 12. So he would need let me think. So you can't reach 12. You can only reach 21 at that point. So he needs 9. Or he needs 8 to cooperate, probably. Then there would be like 3 people who would be like guilty, not just like one person. But then again, we don't know that, so yeah, 2 other people might be guilty, but that doesn't make sense because nobody can go up to like 21 as 3 people. You can only go up at 12, I think. Let me think. So the possibility is 1, 2, or no, 2, and then let's see what the other 2 people would be. 2 to 12. So it's only 10. So we got combination of 6 and 4. Would be stupid to have Clover in there, so not 6 and 4. It's 7 or 3. So 7 and 3. 3 was Snake, and 7 was 7. So that makes those 2 guilty on that front, but that makes no sense. 8 and 2 wouldn't make it. No, you can't use 2 anymore, so it's like 9 and 1. So it's 9 and 1, 7 and 3, and 5 and 5, but there's no such thing as a 5 and 5. So it's only, yeah, 9 and 1 and 3 and 7. But kind of weird that 7 and 3 would do it. 7 doesn't sound like he would be that. Like, there's no motive behind 7, I feel like. And Santa would be, like, a mysterious kind of character. But then again, I don't feel like he has real motive to just get rid of Snake either. So that's why I'm saying it's 9 and 1. Because there's only going to be Ace who would do it. And he would probably use the bracelet on his own. But that's my guess, because I feel like there's no other possibility.
その9秒後、自動的に扉が閉鎖。孤立したニルスになす術はない。それでも奴は諦めなかった。無駄だとは知りながらも、デッドを求めてシャワー室へと飛び込んでいった。藁にもすがる思いでな。だが、掴んだ藁は所詮は藁だ。デッドで認証を行っても、バングルの起爆タイマーが停止するわけはなかった。止めるには、レッドで認証を受けた者、全員がデッドに触れなければならない。そして、ゲートをくぐってから81秒が経過。その結果が、あれだ。
なるほど。だから犯人たちなんだな。ナンバリングドアを開くにはニルスを含めて3人以上は必要だ。犯人1人とニルスだけでは扉は絶対に開けない。
Yeah, then he would need 3 other people. He might need 3 other people to get involved, so yeah, 21 would be a hard one to sell. So 21, so you got 19. So you need 3 people to add up to 19 technically. So it'd be 8's the highest possibility, of course. So 8 plus 7, 15, and then 15 plus 4. Again, why would you ever have Clover in that number? So that doesn't make any sense. Then it would be 7 and 6, but that makes no sense a little bit. But 13 plus... Yeah, 13 would need 6 anyways as a duplicate, so that doesn't make any sense. Doesn't work. And then me and 8, 13, and then June, and then that would be like the perfect number for it. But then again, we weren't even there. Our alibi is that we were literally in each room searching, and we know that because there was no transition where we headed back to the hall while searching for the batteries to open up those like machinery, so I don't think it works that way.
そういうことだ。要するに単独犯じゃなくて
No.
複数犯ってことになる。
It's interesting to see how stupid things could be, where like these characters are going to go their thoughts and theories. For me, I feel like it's hard that we can't try to convince them otherwise, that potentially it's just only one person's doing versus 3 or 4 people outside of Snake. But it makes no sense though. It just really doesn't.
念のため確認しておきたい。もしも今の推理が正しいとするなら、ニルスが殺されたのはいつだろ
う？全員で分かれてレッドの基盤を探してた時だろうな。
Yeah, that's when the little machineries turned back on or something.
ニルスがいなくなってるのに気づいたのはその後のことだ。
Excuse me.
ってことは、全員のアリバイがなかったことになるよな。
Yeah, because nobody could have noticed who disappeared and not.
みんなそれぞれ自分の担当箇所に分かれて基盤を探してたわけで。
だね。
Oh, oops, my bad.
ちょっと待ってください。二人ともどうかしてますよ。なんだか当たり前みたいに平然と言ってますけど、それって私たちの中に犯人がいるってことでしょ。
At least one, yeah.
ああ、しかも一人だけじゃない。二人以上は確実にいることになる。
I think it's only one. I still think so. I don't know why. Again, nobody here has the right mind to be that ridiculous. Unless people are lying just to kind of get out of it. But I feel like it could only work well if it's only one person who's lying while everyone else isn't.
よさないかセブン。こんなところで猜疑心を煽ってどうする。それこそゼロの思うツボだろう。
Yeah, Ace is literally like trying to cover his ass. Like literally, I can literally tell Ace is like, no. Don't worry about it. We'll be fine because he's the one who knows. Whoever is like super calm about it is the one the most suspicious. Like that's the most suspicious person out of the room.
ゼロの思うツボ。
そうとも。これは奴の仕掛けてきたゲームなんだぞ。ゲームであるからには必ず勝者と敗者が生まれる。
It's funny because I don't feel like this is a game. This is more like a test, rather.
9の扉に入れた者が勝者。あぶれた者が敗者だ。
Yeah, but that's because number 9 stupidly, like the number 9 dude literally stupidly killed himself without understanding the situation, and he didn't even think for the group, he think for himself, and that caused the whole rift in the whole group anyway. So
奴はその勝敗を我々に競わせようとしてるんだ。
I doubt it. I think Ace is doing it, not Zero.
つまり意図的に内部分裂を起こさせようと。
そういうことだ。だからこそ我々は疑心暗鬼に陥ってはならないんだ。互いを信頼し結束を固めなければならない。
I don't trust Ace still. I don't know why he makes it seem like we should trust him. But at the same time, I know he's gonna try to make that a thing because I feel like I feel like Ace just has this sort of like superiority feel. Like he wants to be like the commander out of the group, and in order to kind of become like the commander of the group is to take helm of like the problems that the people are encountering. And the best way to do that is literally pretend like everything is fine and dandy in order to control the whole group in a sense. So if somebody was to get to the end of the door, I bet your ass his first thing is literally to say, goodbye, whoever you guys are. I actually am not going to give one crap about anybody here. I'm getting out no matter the consequences. If you don't, I'm going to continue killing each person until we get to the point where we can get out of here with the right amount of people and the right amount of like whatever. And I think that's what his goal is to just try to do things. But at the same time, I also think he used the number 9's watch to kind of cheat his way through things because he wanted to test that number 9 watch was correct. So I think that's probably what he did, is that was another reason. Like he probably wasn't too sure what he wanted to do until he figured out like what was the real truth behind like some of these watches being deactivated and stuff. I bet.
そうしなければゼロの思惑通りになってしまうからね。
ってことはニルスを殺したのも？
ああ、おそらくゼロだろう。
I really want to punch Ace. Literally, Santa explained earlier at the beginning of the game, or beginning of when we first met him, and we actually asked him the same question. Wouldn't Zero be out here to just do the work himself? Then why would he set up these things? You know, like the one manipulation of this is that he thinks Zero is somewhere around the ship, moving about and just doing whatever he's doing, like something similar to like Resident Evil 2 with like the big Mr. X kind of thing, walking around roaming. But honestly, all the traps that has been happening are all automated and are on its own. Like it's detected and moved on its own rather than Zero being in here with us. It makes no sense, honestly. And there's no proof of it that he's been walking around, so it just makes zero sense to have Ace say these kind of things and claiming it as truths. And that's another sign of him trying to take over as the superior.
というかだな、そもそもまず真っ先に疑うべきなのはゼロだろう。
I doubt it.
奴はこのゲームの首謀者なんだぞ。我々を拉致してきたのもゼロだ。
And again, he's trying to push that narrative again, where it's like, it's because this whole thing exists because of him that he would be around here to do all this bullcrap.
そいつがニルスを殺したと考える方が自然じゃないかね。
No, literally, Snake was given a card from Zero because Zero knew he was blind. Why would he just go about killing Snake because of the fact that, you know, he helped him? Like, that makes no sense. No. Shut the hell up.
どうなんだろ
Junpei, don't be this stupid, please.
う。もしもニルスを殺したのがゼロだとするなら、ゼロはこの船の中にいることになるが。
We literally explored this at the beginning with when Santa said this, and he said that it's not possible. Junpei wasn't sure, of course. No, I'm saying no. I'm saying
や
no.
っぱり、なんかおかしいよな。
ん？何か言ったかい？
いや、一つだけ確認しておきたいことがあるんだが。
Actually. Yeah, we're overtiming the 30 minutes. Alright. This is a good spot to stop for now. I don't remember when I ended the session I had back then. But you can see that there's two literal, like, extra save points here. But I did stop in the middle of the large hospital room, so we'll save with this. Yes. But yeah, next episode we will go ahead and continue into this, and hopefully we will continue up to the point where I kind of caught up with whatever the recording was back then. So yeah, next episode we'll go ahead and just do this again and continue into wherever we need to continue, and then we'll just try to like work with whatever we got. So thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next episode of Nobody Minds. Hope you guys have a great amazing day. Good night to everyone watching this. More to come. Trying to catch up to my original recording stuff, and then once I'm done, then yeah. And also forgive me if some of the editing is a little bit off, or some outro stuff is kind of off or something. I'm gonna probably get used to using a new editor for the first time, so there's gonna be a lot of first time things that I'm doing to get used to my situation of whatever new thing I'm working with. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Other than that, Roz out.